Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cowboys' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will go to work first. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Looking for a gap. It's Udo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to correct.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got his man to the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll just take him in this drive from the start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Snap it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running it to the right. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Udo. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So
there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Fires left. The short hands. It's Lloyd. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Caught over the middle. It's Lloyd. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it inside the 25.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Flores. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Trying to tackle this guy is a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Flores. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. The short hands. It's Udo. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better.
Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. To the air, it's Locklear. He's got it on the move. He's trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 28 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you.
Oh, he's got some space.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Finds his tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And they spike it to stop the clock. And the Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tyler. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. All by himself. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Cowboys are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pressure coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on